Hello, Etienne here. I'm a Senior Marketing Coordinator at SOLABS, and in today's video, we will be talking about the differences between train IDs and external account types. Now, there is a lot of documentation written on this topic onto our knowledge base, so if you want to dive in a little bit deeper, there is a link in the description below that you can follow, or you just hop onto the knowledge base, type in train IDs versus external account types, and you'll end up with a read just like what I currently have on screen, which details the differences between both. Now, train IDs and external accounts are both accounts with limited capabilities within the software, and you're going to use them in different scenarios when you want to give some accesses within your QM10 instance, but not allow these users to search through everything, right? Especially if you have NDAs or stuff that you don't want specific employees to be reading because it doesn't concern them. This is a way to create these accounts and give them restrictions innately. So with that said, usually you're going to want to use train IDs when you have employees that you will once in a while have to log in and train on documents. It's really what they have access to. They have access to all the training portion of the software, but they will never be able to act on processes or documents. So that's a huge part of it. They are called train IDs for a reason. They're really related to training. On the other end, external accounts don't have any accesses to search bars or anything like this within the software. So what they do is usually you're going to give them very specific tasks that they will access from their dashboard. When they see overdue tasks or things that they immediately have to act on, they can act on these things that are assigned to them without restrictions, but they can't really search or access anything else within the software. So you're typically going to use this for an external supplier that you want to give access for a very, very specific task in a process, or maybe a very specific document that they need to approve, but without seeing anything else within your instance. Now, with that being said, let's hop onto QM10 and I'll show you a couple key differences between one and the other. So here I am currently logged in as an administrator. So this is a demo environment. There isn't a lot of documents in there, so you don't have anything currently outgoing for this admin. But if I go onto the search query, you can see that I can type in search normally. That is also the case for any train ID because they are assumed to be able to search for different things within your organization. But external users do not have access to this search bar, and it will be completely grayed out for them. One thing that is limited for train IDs, however, is that they can only view documents that are currently approved and effective. So they will never be able to come up with a document that's currently in approval and read these because their role only technically demands that they access training menus and training actions. They don't normally have a reason to be looking at documents that are not currently approved and effective. So for example, if I go right here into supplier management, I have a copy of this that is approved and effective, and then a second version that is currently pending approval. Train IDs will only be able to open and see this approved and effective version of the document. So let's hop onto a train ID account so I can just show you that a little bit. So here I am. In this case, I have assigned a training to this user. Like any user, they can see this. If it's assigned to them and they have a reason to act on it, they will have the training in their dashboard. Same thing for external accounts. So this is not a difference between both. But I did just talk about the document section and how some things are going to be limited. So if I open the same tree view, now, first of all, based on their role, you can give different permissions to different types of users, right? So this one has access to the general section, but in supplier management, if I open it, as I was saying earlier, you only see the current one that is approved and effective. And again, that is because train IDs will never see any document that is not under the status. So now we've seen this, let's hop onto an external account that has the same permissions, but is just an external instead of being a train ID. And here I am under the external user account. So the first thing, you can still see this training that is assigned to them. Again, external users do not have any limitation in terms of what they can do within the software. It's really a matter of what they can see that is not currently assigned to them. So the big difference between the train ID account that I had before and this one is the fact that this search field right here is completely blocked out, and it's impossible for this user to search for anything. For the same reason, if I were to go into the document section, the navigation tab entirely is blocked, and there is no way to access the tree view, so there's no way for them to even see these approved and effective documents that train IDs could see. Now, another big difference between both account types is that these external accounts are able to act on documents and act on processes if you need them to. So if you need a specific step, this is something that external accounts can do, and train IDs cannot. The only thing train IDs can do within the software is work on training assignments. So in this case, the training is the same. Both would be able to do it. But if you need a user that is going to access your software very rarely and you don't want them to see anything, but you do need them to work on a process, for example, then external account is going to be the right account type for you. So these are, in a nutshell, the main differences between these two account types. If you need the written version, please go into our knowledge base. It is right there. You will be able to see the exact permissions that one account type has and the other does not. And if you are doing your initial setup or you have a new consultant you want to add, you're not sure which account type is the right one for them, please reach out to our team. We're very happy to help you guys doing your setup and making sure you use QM10 in the most efficient manner for your company. So we'll be happy to help. With that said, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back soon with more guys like this.